Salika.
Yeah.
Pons, who co-drove for Michel Mouton and for Ari Vartnen, are about to go, and here they go. They're going to be ahead of that car. Drove in the Lancia Delta Integrale through the 80s, competed in the New Zealand World Rally Round of the Championship in the North Island, his first taste of the roads of the South Island. Mickey Biasian, two-time World Rally Champion, on course at the moment.
Yeah, no, the car's been good, and yeah, no drama. What about that Australian? Luck, really. That was quite talented.
You think?
You're a past winner of this rally. I'm sure you have a plan tomorrow. Have a great day.
All right, the fabulous sound of the BDA motor, the Derogation Escort. Avenue down towards Sturdy Street. Mickey Biassian on his last lap, coming down towards the tyres. Flicks it left, bit of a lock up at the front left as well for Mickey Biassian. He'll be out a few times. A few lucky people have managed to buy rides in that one. Derogation's going to push the Escort hard and try and catch the two-time world champion as well. And he really does flick that brilliant Escort. Total sideways. Derogation. Richard Mason was still the fastest time of 1:28. No change at the top of the leaderboard. Oh, Mason is really putting on a real display. Comes back down towards Sturdy as well. Bit of a flick. Oh, the front left-hand wheel up in the air. Fantastic stuff. Here comes Neil Bates. Two-time, many-time Australian rally champ. That is Neil Bates. He competed against Possum Australia. Happy to say most of the time Possum beat him, but he has won the Australian Rally Championship multiple times. Here comes Asen again. Watch that front left-hand wheel. See what he does to it. Right up in the air. Batesy in the Toyota is going to fire that thing. Coral Taylor next to him. She's always been his co-driver. He also cocks the front left-hand wheel. Dean Hewitt, he pushes hard too. He's about to come off the start line as Derogation puts on a real show for those at the end of Sturdy Street. But look out, Neil Bates is going to have some fun too in the Toyota. Coming down towards the tyres. About to line up for the super special stage. You've had a solid day today.
Yeah, just no trouble, enjoyable day, Lordy. It's been great.
North Otago Road.
Right, can't wait to get back.
Have a good day tomorrow. Is another one that pushes real hard, gives it the little flick, lines it up and Sturdy, into Anzac, away he goes. A little bit of air under that right, that front left-hand wheel. It's on the start line as well with Malcolm Reed at the moment. They'll be entertaining as well when they line up their Escort very, very shortly. And Neil Bates completes his run. We'll have a look at some of those classics in a minute and give you an update of their times to see how they compare. But here comes the Buick's car, working hard on the steering wheel. Last lap for him. Righto, Jeff Judd in the stadium cars, B&T Escort. Real wheel drive, smoking those tyres, and he heads into the stage. I'll tell you what, Juddy's going to put on a good time too. So watch it down there at the bottom of Sturdy. Tyres warmed up, I think. The Australian competitors in a Porsche on the start line at the moment. Let's just have a look and see what times we've got posted. On 28 is still the fastest time as Juddy comes back down. End of lap 2 for him. He's now starting to get the feel of it. Another one of the Porsches. This time one of the another one of the Australian crew. This car will push real hard. Now the last of the Summer Wine Rally team on the start line at the moment. If you combine the age of those two people in this car that's about to start, it'll be about 150 years. They've been around for a long time. Hugh Owen and Carl Ravage. Maybe even more. Porsche looking very tidy. Juddy completes his lap. Just waiting for the classic times to come through. Here we go. Humo and Carl Ravage couple of characters. They have been around New Zealand rallying since the very early 70s, and they're together, and they'll be really entertaining as well. Stuart Reid brings his beautiful escort up onto the start line as well. That's Stuart Reid out of Australia with Ian Stewart, their ARS 1800 escort. Right behind them, Darren Stooks. Quite a few Australians here this weekend. They love their classic rallying. Oh, we got a car that's actually totally limping down towards the finish line. Is it going to make it? Looks like, yeah, it's the Owen Ravage car as well that's having problems, and I think the old boys are going to get out and push the car because they have stopped about 100 metres from the finish line.
Stewie Reid out on the track now, and that car's a green This is going to be interesting as he comes to the finish line, because there's an Evo in the middle of the road, blocking the road. The boys haven't got out yet. Look at him throwing it sideways. This is last lap. If it is, this is going to be very just getting out of the Evo now. Here we go. Ooh. Very close as he goes around the side of the Evo.
Poor old Hugh, and he's making Carl get out too. I think the both of you should start pushing. Darren Stooks. Now again, just behind Darren, just noticed that the car of Mickey Biassian has arrived back, and some lucky people have managed to buy themselves some rides. They were auctioned on Trade Me, and this is going to be absolutely fantastic as well. A real thrill of a lifetime in the Porsche. So the stanza of Darren Stooks, classic rallying at its very best. Total sideway drift. And this is two-time World Rally Champion from the late 80s, Mickey Biassian again, on track.
Hello. We're back in action.
In Europe as opposed to rally cars.
And I spoke to him during the week. He's actually never driven a Porsche in a rally or an Anger, so he'll have been having a bit of a learning curve this week.
Here he comes again, Anzac Avenue overbridge. Have a look for it. The hands, the Italian driver, Mickey Biassian. Mike Townsend, Gareth Spence together in their Corolla. This is the son of Roger Townsend out of Australia. Of course, we have father and son competing in the rally. Roger Townsend is also out there competing this weekend. So we'll give you an update now of who's done the fastest time in this stage. Bates did a 1:35.6, so that's a very respectable time. The fastest of the classics and only a second slower than Hayden Pannon. Derek was next. Here comes Graham Ferguson as well. But Bates, Derek Jeff Judd, they were the fastest. He did a 1:40.1 for Mickey Biassian as Deborah Kibble comes up to the start line. Toyota and Escort on track together.
Deborah Kibble, you've been out there all day in the road. How did you find the engine car?
Yeah, it was hard work. Last couple of stages all right. Don't expect any big burnouts on this week now, by the way.
We do expect it. And Heather, your co-driver there, have you been worrying about your daughter all day in the car further back?
No, they've had a bit of an off, but they've got towed back on, so they're fine. We're away.
Enjoy.
So plenty of wonderful cars in the field in the classic part of Rally of Otago, Drive South Rally of Otago, lots of escorts. Nissan, Gary Cliff. Right behind the Nissan of Gary Cliff, the car that featured on the front page of the Otago Daily Times this morning, the fantastic Capri, with probably the youngest co-driver in the world sitting in the co-driver's seat. She is still at intermediate.
Well, Roger Townsend out there in the BDA today, but you've got your son out there in the Corolla as well. How's the father-son battle going?
It's pretty good, really. I'm incredibly proud of how well he goes. He's been really fast, and you know, he was seated in front of me, which is a bit of a contentious issue, but seeing it was my boy, I was just deep down basically proud that he was that quick. So he's had a good day, he's had a good day.
You enjoyed those?
I love some of them, yeah. Some of them through the farmland were just incredible, so yeah. On to tomorrow.
Enjoy the super special.
So Tony Johnson is the man we're talking about, with his stepdaughter beside him in car 17C, Nikita Gibson, the Ford Capri V8. Neat to see that they've made it here. And Lottie, you're down there, and I think you're going to talk to Nikita.
Nikita's the youngest co-driver probably in the world, 12 years old. How has your day been?
Amazing, the roads are great. My driver, my stepdad, Tony, he's awesome.
And how have you found doing the route book and the timing and finding your way? Have you found that all right?
It's a little, but
And you trust Tony and the V8 Capri, so okay. What about you, Tony? Enjoyed the day?
Yeah, awesome. We off in Dan's about 3 minutes. Kayne Barry towed us back on the road. We kind of had to because we're actually blocking the road. He wouldn't have got around us.
And you just be careful with this girl. Remember, her mother's in the car about 2 in front of you.
Yeah, we'll take it easy around here.
Enjoy it. I'm sure we'll see the V8 Capri doing some skids, won't we?
And Roger Townsend, who's been around New Zealand motor racing and rallying for many, many years. We saw his son out there just a few minutes ago. Well, this is Dad again in a beautifully prepared Escort as well. Roger Townsend with Richard Atkinson. And then right after them, it'll be that car of Tony Johnson of Dunedin with Nikita Gibson.
Well, Garth Tyrrell, you've just...
Well, I tell you what, Roger Townsend is giving that engine heat. Start line as well. He's going to push it hard, so let's have a look at him as he comes onto Sturdy Street as well. Could be a spectacular arrival for lap 1. for Roger Townsend. Goes very wide, uses every bit of the road, and he'll line it up very shortly. Tell you what, he's going to put in a very, very fast time indeed. Beautifully driven so far for lap one.
Just climbed out of the passenger seat of Mickey Beers. You were the lucky person that went for a ride. Tell the spectators here just what it was like.
Bloody awesome. If you ever wanted to know why, he is a two-time world champion. To watch this technique, the way he handled the car, the feel for the car, absolutely brilliant.
Did it feel as fast as it was? Yeah, great. Remember, there's an audience here, you can't swear.
Sorry, catch that.
But noisy trucking. So I just need to remember, not too much swearing.
Yes, it was a very, very nice thing.
Thanks, Carl.
All right, well, on track at the moment, that's Roger Townsend putting in a first position. Tony Johnson with little 11, 12-year-old Nikita alongside her. You can barely see the top of her head. She's being thrown around inside that big Capri as well. There's a lot of grunt in there. And talking about grunt, on the start line at the moment, it's probably the only rallying BMW in New Zealand. We've got all sorts of exotic machinery competing in Otago Classic Rally, and this is a beauty. The old road car, eh? You got Mum's car for the weekend and take it for a flat on the roads of Otago as Tony Johnson comes back down towards us now. Nikita keeping a check of how many laps Stepdad's going to do. Here comes the 5 Series BMW. One more lap around for Tony and Nikita. Last lap, Dad. There we go. Flick it in. Bouncy down the Atlantic. That's spectacular stuff for the little intermediate schoolgirl. And then we got the BMW. I don't think I've seen a BMW rallying before. That's quite spectacular. Well done, Tony. And Nikita, you've steered him to the end of day one. You've finished day one, a fantastic effort. Here comes the Beamer, 5 Series Beamer. We're not going to get a lightning quick time, I can guarantee that one.
You're a good campaigner of the Otago Rally. Have you had a good day?
Yeah, we have. We've just plodded on, no issues, good fun. We're not using notes, so we're just driving it as we see it, which we like to do.
Bit of a drive in the countryside. You didn't stop for a cup of tea and scones, did you?
Well, I couldn't get my wife to export beers and scones.
Nice guy. Steve Wellington negotiating the turn onto Otago. He's got a handful. Almost loses it. Just gathers it back up as we watch Brian Stokes come up to Sturdy Street. Flick it left. Nice tidy run for him. Paul Dixon from Timaru. Next video coming, actually too many more, so we won't have too many more cars to come, and that'll complete the running of the special Stage 8 for Drive South Rally of Otago.
Brian Stokes here with the business winners. He's well aware of the fact he's on the 12 second lead coming into the stage.
As I said earlier, you can't you can't win on the stage, but you can certainly lose it by having a big slide or an off or hitting something. So you just want to take it reasonably cautiously and don't stuff it up too with extra laps. So 1:07 on the line, which is David Clearwater from Christchurch.
David Clearwater 6th overall, and the all-comers coming into the last stage.
I love the sponsorship on the side of his Subaru. CTV, your recovery channel, isn't ever? So nice sponsorship for car 107, and here he comes.